The Minions are back in theaters this weekend with Despicable Me 4. Should you go see it? Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Kernels. I hope you're all having a great day today. I just got home from seeing Despicable Me 4, and I have some quite funny things to say about the movie. Overall, I did enjoy it, but I'm going to dive deep into details in just 1 second here. But before I do that, just know that there are going to be spoilers going into this so that I can actually talk about the movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, save this video and then come back later so you can enjoy the whole video. And right before we get started, if you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any other reviews like this one. I'll also be posting a ranking video this weekend of all of the Despicable Me and Minions movies ranked with this in mind. So without further ado, let's get started. So the movie kind of just picks up kind of after the third movie, I guess, after the inclusion of Baby Gru, where Gru is going to this castle and he meets this villain named Maxime Le Mal or something, and he does kind of have a past with him. And he basically, he ends up putting this guy in jail. Well, he breaks free and tells Gru that he is coming for his family. Like, he is going to just, I don't know, kill them, or what do they do in the Despicable Me universe? Just kidnap them and just do nothing else? The anti-villain league decides that he needs to hide his family, and they go to this whole new neighborhood, and Gru and Lucy have to kind of like become different people and lead new lives. It's actually quite neat. We also get the inclusion of the Mega Minions here, which kind of serve as like a new task force that the Anti-Villain League is putting out. So moving on to some of the new characters that were in this movie, you have Poppy, a kind of like weird teenager that is like wants to be a villain. She kind of like starts stalking Gru, like already knows who he is based off of like his past time as a villain. And so she kind of leads Gru to go on this like heist and steal this honey badger from this other villain lady so that she can have like her first real adventure as a villain. They then kind of cut back and forth between the Mega Minions. Again, they do show this in the trailer, but it's kind of like a team of minions that get superpowers, kind of similar to like, I don't know, like the X-Men or something. And they kind of go back and forth between the main plot of the movie and these minions. As far as the villain of this movie goes, Maxime Le Mal, he's pretty neat. He has this weird obsession with like cockroaches and even like deforms his body into becoming like half cockroach so that he can like lift things. And even in the end of the movie, he turns Gru's son, his baby boy, into a cockroach. I don't really get it, but I think it's cool that the villain has a cool theme behind him. So I was into that. But overall, it was a good villain. I think the thing that just didn't quite grab me as much as the other three movies was that there was a cool villain here, there was a cool premise, even the Mega Minions, but behind all of it, there needed to be more of a message. Kind of like in the first one where Gru didn't really want to have a family, like, but then he like adopted Agnes and all the girls, and then like that was the message behind that one. In the third one, it was like his brother and everything, and it was, but like this one just did not have like a message really. It was just kind of like an adventure without a lesson. And they could have easily added a lesson. I was actually talking with my one friend and I said that, you know, if they would have added something in terms of like, you know, Gru didn't think he was ready to be, you know, like all this stuff that he's doing now, look at how he's put people into danger, and that like maybe he shouldn't be doing this kind of work anymore. And I think that could have been like a really cool like way to infuse a lesson learned in there with like emotional stakes for the character. Typically with these movies, the minion parts are not that funny. I did enjoy a lot of the Mega Minion stuff, and a lot of the Minion jokes were actually pretty funny. They are much more pronounced words in this, like they're not like fully on speaking English, but you definitely know like some words that they're saying and like some things that they're like alluding to. There's this one really funny part. The Minion like put on these like X-ray goggles and there's like a banana in one of their pockets. I don't know, it's just really dumb. I know the Minion humor can get a little annoying at sometimes, but honestly, I enjoyed it here. You know, what can I say? I had fun with it. At the very end of the movie, they do like this weird like karaoke thing in the jail with Gru and like and at first it's just Maxim, the villain from this movie, but then in the crowd you see all of the villains from all the Despicable Me movies and the Minion movies. Like you see like Scarlet Overkill, you see Vector, you see like all of the villains, and they're all back there, and it's, I don't know, it's just a cool moment. just to see some of those villains again. Overall, though, it is a fine entry in the series. Again, I enjoyed myself pretty well with this movie. It's a Despicable Me movie. There's not much thought they put into it. I will say, the opening sequence of this movie has a song by Pharrell Williams, which I just absolutely love. It was like, it's that part in the movie where like Gru was like driving the car up the mountain, and it was like, you know, you get the rumor, and I don't know, it was actually kind of catchy, and I was here for it. But overall, it's a fun entry in this series. I don't know if it's necessarily the best Despicable Me movie. I don't know if it's the worst, but I'll kind of, you know, give that kind of take when I do my ranking video this weekend. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July with your families. Until next time, guys, peace.